Michael Burry warns stocks will fall another 48% by the bottom, and the reason behind that, no one is talking about it. Michael Burry is the gift that keeps on giving. Just this morning, he continued his Twitter escapade where he shared why he believes the stocks will fall another 48% from here. That prediction would put the S&P 500 down about the March 2020 low, about 55% in total from the start of the year, recent peak. Today I'm going to break down Michael Burry's latest tweets where he does make short-term predictions. So let's start this video straight away with this tweet that you came here for. This was a tweet that Michael Burry posted this morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. This will be a great one. See you soon. And of course, smash the like button. Welcome back to my Audacious Money channel, where we talk about stocks, bonds, and commodity markets. If you like any of these markets, consider subscribing to my channel. And of course, smash the like button if you've enjoyed today's video. This morning at 8 o'clock, Michael Burry said the S&P 500 completed a 22% two-month rally and the NASDAQ at 43% rally. The S&P would fall another 42% and the NASDAQ another 48% by the bottom, post-WorldCom in late 2002. May 21st, 2001 can't shake that silly pre-Enron, pre-9/11, pre-WorldCom feeling. Just give you some background knowledge about what he was referring to. Enron Corp was a Wall Street darling stock. Its shares were worth $90.75. Just before declaring bankruptcy on December 2nd, 2001, they were trading at 26 cents. They used Special Purpose Vehicle SPV to hide its mountains of debt from investors, creditors, and regulators. The WorldCom scandal was a major accounting scandal in the summer of 2002. WorldCom, the second largest long-distance phone company at the time, was discovered over $3.8 billion of fraudulent balance sheet entries. At that time, it was the largest accounting fraud in American history. Burry said he can't shake that silly feeling he had before all of these big scandals or crisis-led stock market crashes happened around 2000 to 2002 .com crash, meaning he feels the same right now as he did in 2001 before the biggest crashes happened. Why does he think it's going to crash? Weak earnings? Let's look at another one of his tweets from the 1st of July. He said, adjusted for inflation, 2022 first half of S&P 500 down to 25% to 26% and NASDAQ down 34 to 35%. Bitcoin down 64 to 65%. That was multiple compression. Next up, earnings compression. So maybe halfway there, what Burry is doing here is describing price as the product of earnings figure. Price equals earnings times multiple. If the earnings of that company started to go down, their stock price will naturally fall. Why will the earnings fall, you might ask? Higher debt, higher interest payments? Shallow recession calls are totally delusional, Rubini warns. Economist Nouriel Rubini said the U.S. is facing a deep recession as interest rates rise and the economy is burdened by high debt loads, calling those expecting a shallow downturn delusional. There are many reasons why we are going to have a severe recession and a severe debt and financial crisis. The chairman and chief executive officer of Rubini Macro Associates said on Bloomberg TV Monday, the idea that this is going to be short and shallow is totally delusional. Among the reasons Rubini cited was historically high debt ratios in the wake of the pandemic. He specifically mentioned the burden for advanced economies, which he said continues to rise, as well as in some subsectors. That differs from the 1970s, he said, when the debt ratio was low despite the combination of stagnant growth and high inflation known as stagflation. But the nation's debt has ballooned since the financial crisis. of 2008, which was followed by the low inflation or deflation due to credit crunch and demand shock, he added. This time we have stagflationary negative aggregate supply shocks and debt ratios that are historically high, said Rubini, who is nicknamed Dr. Doom for some of his dire predictions. In previous recessions, like the last two, we had massive monetary and fiscal easing. This time around, we are going into a recession by tightening monetary policy. We have no fiscal space. Concern that rising interest rates will drive the economy into a recession has been escalating as the Fed tightens monetary policy aggressively to bring down the steepest inflation in 4 decades. Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, he said failing to restore price stability would be a bigger mistake than pushing the U.S. into a recession, which he has continued to maintain the nation can avoid. Powell and his colleagues are expected to approve another 75 basis point hike this week after raising rates in June by the most since 1994. Policymakers are expected to signal their intention to keep moving higher in the months ahead. This time around, we have a confluence of stagflation and a severe debt crisis, Rubini said, so it could be worse than 70s and post-GFC. We have been stuck on 0% interest rate for quite a while. Companies like Apple, Amazon, Starbucks, McDonald's, and Lockheed Martin have accumulated so much debt on their balance sheets. Apple, still the largest market cap company in the S&P 500 and Dow Jones industry average, has more than twice the amount of debt than their cash. Current ratio is under 1, sitting at 0.87, which means their current liabilities are higher than their current assets, which are a total red flag when the stock is almost traded at an all-time high. Very high historic valuation, plus their last earnings started to deteriorate massively, comparing their previous quarters. They don't even want to give guidance on their September earnings. Amazon, over $1 trillion market cap, has over $157 billion in debt, but only have close to 1/3 of that money in cash. Current ratio is under 1 again. McDonald's, almost $200 billion market cap. They have more than $47 billion in debt, only having $1.9 billion in cash. And their book value is in the negative, which means their shareholders' equity is below 0. If the company got sold for parts tomorrow after selling all the asset to pay off their debt, there is still way more debt left over. And guess what McDonald's stock is traded at? Very close at their all-time high. There are a lot of companies like this, big hotel chains like Hilton, big tobacco like Philip Morris, even the Boeing company, all have negative stockholders' equity. Are they all too big to fail? No. Nonetheless, all they still need to pay their interest on their massive debt load. As the Fed keeps on raising the interest rate, the interest expenses will increase each quarter. This makes net income smaller and thus earnings disappoint, just based on the amount of interest they have to pay, let alone only the weaker demand from consumers. If you are worried about the iconic companies like Apple, Amazon, Starbucks, and McDonald's massive debt bombs could do to their earnings in a recession, could do to their stock prices and the stock market as a whole, why not start writing a book today? I am a best-selling author and I help people write and publish their books. I do all the editing. I'll even help you with your cover photo. I can also write a foreword in the front of your book for you. So I'm just going to actually show you some of my books and some of my clients' books right now. So this is actually one of my favorites. It's called Abundance. And I think that we all need to have an abundance mindset in these uncertain times. And this one, the reason why I picked the Christmas tree is because at Christmas, everyone's so abundant. We're shopping and we're spending so much. We're buying gifts for other people, friends and family, and we're also spending so much on ourselves for food and everything. So we can actually learn a lot from Christmas. It's actually having that abundant mindset and that to move forward with our dreams. I'm going to show you my next one. My next book is Lightning and Thunder, Discover Who You Are. We all need to discover who we are, and by writing a book, I've discovered who I am, and I've helped others discover who they are. So by writing and publishing books, you actually learn a lot, and you learn a lot about others. So Lightning and Thunder, Discover Who You Are. I will post the link for both of these books too. This is my client's book, Wicked Pussy Perfume, by Teddy Eazzy. And I will post the link for this one too. It's an erotic novel, amazing read. I love the cover on this one. It's just so amazing with the candlesticks and the fireplace and the way she's standing. It's just so great. And I will post the link for this one too. Okay, and this one is Ignite the Passion, Co-Create Your Dreams by David Vine and Jama. The foreword is written by Abigail Sinclair. This one is a collaboration book with 8 other authors, and it's all about co-creating your dreams, living your passion, and following what is important to you, and not what the world wants for you. Just following your own heart and soul to guide you and to follow your passion of what's important to you in life. So I will post the link for this one too. So this one is by Lee Vincent, The 3 Most Important Influencers You Need to Meet. I did write the foreword in this one too, and it's all about entrepreneur mindset and growth, and there's a lot of business links in here if you are looking at becoming an entrepreneur. So I will post the link for this one. It's an amazing read. It's not a very big book, but it's just incredible, the content that is within this book. So I will post the link for this one too. And my other client, Tina Kaddish, Freedom, The 7 Steps to Thrive in Life and Business. I will post the link for this one. It's all about thriving in life and business and just overcoming your fears and just taking the leap of faith and going for what you're passionate about. So this one is an incredible read by Tina Kaddish, and it says Freedom on the top there. So I will post the link for that one too. So I hope you've enjoyed watching my video today. Please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I much appreciate all the subscribers that have already subscribed. It's so amazing. I'm actually loving all the warmth and the attention I am getting from having my new YouTube channel. So I just wanted to congratulate you all for taking the leap of faith and subscribing, because I will have a lot of good content happening on this channel for your own personal growth and to become an author, so with me. So I hope you've enjoyed my video. I thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.